Juneteenth until I was an adult. Young kids, we're doing them a disservice. Young black, brown kids that look like me, that look like a lot of you, they need to know this history. When my family first came to this country, we came to North Carolina as slaves. It was illegal for us to speak our native language. It was illegal for us to learn how to read and write. Families were ripped apart. This is why Black Americans no longer have that connection to Africa, to a lot of countries that are in Africa. There's 54 African countries. So when you hear us say things like Black pride, the reason we say that is because a lot of us don't know specifically where we came from. So the history that we have right now is Black American history, and we have a pride in that struggle and in that history. The right to know where we came from and who we are was taken from us. If your rights have never been taken from you, that is a symbol of privilege. If your rights have never been decided in a Supreme Court case, that is a symbol of privilege. We have Dred Scott, Ford versus Education, Loving v. Virginia, Roe v. Wade, Obergefell versus Hodge. Those things gave me the rights that I have now and the rights that my daughter has. Scranton schools are below average in math proficiency, and they're below average in reading. Our school system here is 54% minority. There's a lot of Latinos and a lot of Black, but where is that representation? We have to be involved. We cannot let other people decide what is best for us and what is best for our community. We have to be that representation for ourselves. Because when other people decide what's best for us, we don't have a voice in that. And as Senator Casey said, it's not working. Black communities have bad air, bad water, bad soil, bad schools, bad housing. We have to be in those rooms. Because if we're not, then those decisions are going to be made without us. We have to make sure that we're going to school board meetings. We have to make sure we're going to city council meetings. We have to make sure that we're running for office. We have to make sure that anytime you hear about any type of community involvement, that we're there to represent our communities, because nobody is representing them for us. And we have to do that for ourselves. So this coming year, I really want to see all of you guys' faces. I want to see more Black and brown faces at different meetings and different community events, because this is about our kids. And this is about our future as a community, and we have to step up, we have to be involved. Run for something. Get that fire inside of you. Show people what you believe in. Have a voice and use that voice, and be loud and be proud. We want to make sure that they know that Black lives do matter. And that because they matter, we're going to be there, holding them accountable, holding our elected officials accountable. Even our local officials, because that's where a lot of the change happens, at the local level. So we all have to be there and have to be involved. Make sure that you guys register to vote. Make sure that you go vote. Make sure you vote in primaries. Make sure you vote in elections that are only local, because that decides different things. A lot of times at the local level, people run unopposed. Sheriffs run unopposed. Judges run unopposed. District attorneys run unopposed. You want to make change, we need to change district attorneys in this country, because they're the ones who are not prosecuting police officers when they kill unarmed Black men and women. We have to make sure we get them out of office. That is what I want to leave with you guys today. That is what I want you guys to remember, to keep going, to keep pressing forward. We can't give up, we can't stop. We have great momentum right now, and we have to keep it moving into this November election. Because as we saw last week, it can take the flick of a pen for some of our rights to be taken away. And this time, we were lucky that the Supreme Court was on our side and made it illegal to discriminate against LGBTQ members of our society. But it was so simple. It was so close that that could have been taken away from all of us. So we have to make sure that we pay attention. We have to make sure that we pay attention to the people who we elect and hold them accountable. And as we're holding them accountable, if they're not doing what we feel like is right, then we need to vote them out next election. So I wish you all a happy Juneteenth. Today is my mom's birthday, so I wish my mom